Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
Today we're watching Haikyu Season 4, Episode 12, called Vivid. Karasuno survived round 1. Adam got the shock of a lifetime. Okay? When the underhand server came in.
Not only that, missed the first one.
That was an aggressive miss into that guy. But it wasn't just an underhand serve, it was a skyball serve. And what a place to use it, the super high ceilings. We were talking about that, episode 10.
You never see that indoor, that's generally a beach thing.
And it's even trippier on the beach because the wind makes the ball move and then you just look like a real idiot trying to pass it.
True.
It was effective though.
Yeah, more in the men's game than the women's game, but causes a whole lot of trouble.
That's because men are typically more reckless. Women are very error averse for the most part, and men are like, who cares, I'm going for it. This seems interesting.
I do love the title for this episode. Like, vivid is such a great word. I'm curious what it's going to allude to. I'm sure everybody else knows. Sarah probably just raised her eyebrows.
I didn't raise my eyebrows. I was like, ooh, good word, yeah.
But, you know, they were nervous in the first game. It showed Kageyama's depth perception was a little bit off. It took him a chance to find his footing. And this is always the fear when you kind of change what you normally do. Like, this is a bigger stage, it's a bigger gym, there's a lot of firsts. Like, as a coach, excuse me, as a coach, you're thinking, you know, we just need to settle in as quickly as possible. You don't want to go the one and out route.
And they worked too hard to lose first round.
Well, and
everybody did.
Right? And so you're always, let's get through the first one. That's all you're thinking about is, we're good enough, let's get through the first one, and then we're going to find our rhythm. So I'm hoping this Vivid is about them dialing in now and just being so in the moment they can see everything that's happening in front of them and they just play well. That's my hope.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
I guess we will find out.
Okay, we won't keep you waiting any longer. Season 4, Episode 12 of Haikyu is coming right now.
Oh, we're not even gonna see any Karasuno. Not again.
Here we go again.
6-4 in the first set. Oh dear.
We'll win a game or two and then you'll go. Weakness number 6. You guys already know what I'm thinking.
I'm sorry, I have to do this.
You guys already know what I'm thinking.
It's the first round. You can, even if you're thinking, you know what? I'm fine if you are disappointed you're not in the main stage. I get that. It's like, why out of everybody do we have to be put in the hole?
Well, did you win
gym?
last year? No, you didn't win last year, so just suck it up.
But you know that if you win the next round, you're going to the main gym. Like, this is not, nobody cares what happens in the first round. Nobody's gonna remember this. You gotta be able to go out and do your job and win the game. 6-4, you're pouting because you're in the sub gym? Come on. That's not a winner's mentality to me.
You guys, you already know what I think.
Okay.
You already know what I think.
I'm just
Go
saying.
ahead, all of you try to defend him. He's immature. He's being a Flippin' baby.
But even if you feel that way, you don't say anything. You don't make your team call a timeout to make you feel better about that. That's just, I'm saying as a coach, if that happened and that was my player's response in the time, that out of everything would set me off more than I think anything.
It's just so selfish.
Yeah.
And not to mention, there are so many courts in the main stadium. Nobody's going to be watching you.
You want to be the center of attention,
Okay.
make the semifinals.
Well, you're playing in a small arena. Everybody in there is watching you. If you're in
Yeah.
the big one, there's so many games going on. It's not the...
That's
anyway.
that's outrageous.
Outrageous.
Outrageous. That guy looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. He was too in the zone. He was focused
that's what Bokuto
like a
should
good
be
captain.
like.
Like a good captain. That's okay.
Take a deep breath now, baby.
Yeah, baby. That's such a great sign to see. Like, when you move your tag to the next round, yeah, baby. Who's that? Who's the OGs?
俺が1年の時の首相の田代さん、2年の時の黒川さん、前首相だ。
That guy looks rough.
He looks a little tired.
These boys are big.
あれ、本当に1年かよ。残念ながら。
弁当あるはずだから、清水に聞いてみんなに配ってくれ。
はい。
あの1年セッターと小さいミドル、何者だ？
影山、あ、セッターの方は
A little rough around the edges, but he's pretty good.
小さい方は何者と言えば
He's just Hinata.
元気小僧。
運動能力お化け。中学では
完全に無名っすね。そんで時々得体が
That's actually a really good way of describing him.
ですかね。
白鳥沢の牛若に喧嘩売ったりな。マジかよ、あの牛若。
得体が知れない。他校にとって今のカラスネがまさにそうだと思う。次も勝てよ。
Yeah, baby.
俺が言いたかった。勝てよって。
すんません。
Oh.
いやまあすごいやつがいないチームがそもそもねえよな。
True, true. Ooh.
Nice dig. That's all they can cheer. Nice receive.
Just wear them down, baby.
ああ、つらい。しんどい。
清川のエースに誕生日もしすぎかよ。
気持ちいいレシーブだ。
Be that backboard until they make a mistake. Ooh, that ball almost exploded on the floor.
Kenma looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. I love looking at the board. Nap time.
飯食ったら少し時間あるから買い物とかしてきてもいいぞ。おお、
エースの心得 T シャツ買ってくれ。あ、ひなた待って、俺も行く。
There's no way he leaves the gym. He's gonna study and study and study.
俺もそろそろ新作の T シャツを。
Oh, I was wrong.
Everybody's like looking at me so intense. He's like, I want a t-shirt.
Do you think that it was, I want a t-shirt, or was it, I need to check out the t-shirt so everybody doesn't think I'm crazy?
Absolutely not. I don't think he has the self-awareness to have
Yeah.
the whole process.
Fair enough. I can run to the t-shirt spot in between timeouts so I don't miss any volleyball.
Exactly. He's a volleyball junkie for sure.
Seriously. I love that the alumni are there and like telling them to win. It's such a cool kind of, I'm not, bridging generations is the wrong word, but to have the people who are in your program who came before you, it's fun. So, what are you thinking?
No.
Yeah. I can't believe Hinata's going to get away with the Ace t-shirt. Like, it's a little early for that.
We know that his tact is not always there.
Yeah. I mean, it adds to the decoy persona of, hey, I'm the Ace! But I'm curious which t-shirt Kageyama's going to buy.
Setter life or something.
Wait, do you remember we used to have those, I don't know what the brand was.
Overkill.
I don't think it was Overkill, but they had like the gunslinger t-shirts with like people hitting the ball.
Oh, they were like stick people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there was like, so this, we're dating ourselves at this point, but you used to have just these stick figures with volleyball sayings on it. I got the gunslinger t-shirt.
I didn't get one.
Yeah, of course you didn't. You would have a Way of the Ace t-shirt.
Oh.
俺も練習用 T シャツ買おうかな。あれのエースください。俺もメインアリーナが良かった。メインアリーナの
Look how many
It's
people are
packed.
watching your game.
油断していた。去年の春高は第8試合。前の試合も押していて、試合開始は夜7時過ぎ。観客も選手もまばらになり、主に僕とのモチベーションのキープが大変だった。なんか寒い。でも今年は真っ昼間だし、時間的に大丈夫だと。
そもそも昨日から分かってたことじゃねえか。コートが気に入る気に入らないで。
まあいいや、そのうち乗ってくんだろ。よくあることだ。しょうもな。僕とが常時好調なんてほぼねえしな。先輩、頼もしいです。もっと言って。僕としょぼくれモード早いな。あれで大真面目。
I can't believe that's actually a serious line that came out of his mouth.
プレッシャーで普段の力を発揮できない。なんてことは僕とさんには理解できないことかもしれないっすよね。
まあ大丈夫だ。俺たちの方が強いから。
They're gonna do it without him, and then that's gonna bother him.
Or he'll be like, look how good I was.
僕と孝太郎の打数はそれほど多くはないんですけどね。
僕と君を一番に警戒していた英和高校はちょっと困惑気味かもしれませんね。小野さん、2アタック、セレ。
Ooh, nice play. Are you gonna set me?
僕とさんがそわそわし始めた。そろそろだ。
This is
It's like
absolutely
babysitting.
outrageous.
It's literally babysitting.
ここはいわばセンターコートですよ。メインアリーナは確かに大きく、人も多い。でもその中のせいぜい4分の1しか。
That's what I was saying.
でもここで戦っているのは俺たちだけ。全員があなたを見ていますよ。
This is so cringy.
いや、結局見てる人数は変わんね
But the percentage is higher.
それに弟子も見に来てますよ。
おお、こっち見た。僕とさん。
He wins MVP of the tournament for that performance.
Oh my gosh, Akaashi is like so underrated just for his ability to manipulate Bokuto.
Hey, I have to do everything on the court. I'm going to run the show. I'm going to run the team. I have to play well. And at the same time, I have to look at Bokuto and know when to say exactly what. And I have to know which of his 100 things is bothering him right now and figure out how to fix it. I'm the genius.
Not gonna lie, I've played with people like that before. It is exhausting.
I know you have.
It is exhausting.
But even the fact that they change their offense to exclude him so that he starts to feel like he's not doing anything, and then they know what to say. Like,
it's just like, and I understand your excuse for a lot of what happens in Haikyu is that they're like 15-year-old boys. I do not care if my 15-year-old son was acting like that. He would get the most real talking to ever and be like, it's time to smarten up.
well, it's just, yeah. But you can even see his attitude is completely different from like we haven't met a character like him, so that is not.
But they exist. That's the thing.
Well, 100%.
They exist.
But the young thing, this is a quirk, or I don't know if it's a deficiency. Like this is a Bokuto thing. This is not an age thing. This is part of who he is.
I know.
And,
I'm just saying you
yeah.
typically make excuses
Yeah.
for them because they're kids.
Yeah. No, this is. All of his other teammates don't do this, and they know that. Like this is a Bokuto thing.
I don't even need to say anything because these are my feelings about him, like from the get-go.
正直僕とさんの生態は未だよくわからない。はためには滑稽に映ることも僕とさんには重要なことなんだ。僕とさんレフトレフトブロック3枚
He's back, baby.
He's like, I'm amazing.
Oh man. Oh.
Kurodani makes it through.
ナイスタイミングでカラスノのちびっこいてラッキーだったな。よく見つけたな。
そうです。
I know everything that's going on.
でももし日向が来てなかったとしてもきっかけは作ればいいです。Akaashi、たまには僕とスルーしてもいいんだからな。ま、復活してもらわないとまずい時もあるけど。俺が引き出せるのは僕とさんの力の一部ですし、それに絶好調の僕とさんは見ていてとても気持ちがいいですから。
Because you know you've done everything.
それ本人に言えば
ダメだダメだ、調子に乗りすぎる。おいお前ら、やっぱサブアリーナ最高。
And you're never gonna play there again. It's all about perspective.
He's so easy to manipulate.
な、あれの S ください。
He looks like Vega from Dragon Ball Z. This will be interesting.
No, I'm just staring at him.
But yes.
知らない。全然知らないけど。目をそらしたら負ける。お、星海さん、上手。おお、影山か。試合は勝ちました。おう、おめでとう。あざっす。影山の知り合い？ユース合宿で一緒だった星海さんだ。ユース？ お前のチームか。うっす。
You're smaller
お
than
前
me.
ポジションはミドルブロッカーっす。身長は165センチ。
Added that extra centimeter.
最高到達点は333センチ。
高麗君、何してんだよ。もう前の試合終わるよ。
じゃあな影山。うっす。
No, I'm the shortest guy here. No, I'm the shortest
No,
guy
my
here.
vertical is the best.
困ると思って。
大丈夫だよ。多分それ、そんな需要ないよ。
なんだと。
おかえり、向井さんは。
まだ鵜飼前監督の知り合いに捕まってるみたいだ。試合どんなだ？
なんかすげえやついる。カモメダイの5番。
ああ、これだ。
I need one of those for the draft.
星海高麗169センチ。
レフトレフト。うわ、今のブロックの上からだったよな。あの人すごい人なんだろ。雑誌かなんか載ってたっけ。いや、取材とかされんのがすげえ嫌いらしい。
So it seems like I really like him.
だったら取材なんて言われたら学校新聞でも
So she was like my kind of guy.
どこ行く。もっと近くで見たい。どうだい。
Nice dig.
止めた。ここでブロック
He
出ま
is
した。
dialed in.
星海ですかね。星海君でしたね。
Oh wow.
His control is impressive.
なんでもできるな。
Yep.
あの5番何も。サービスエース。また星海。止まりません。これぞ八面六臂の大活躍。これぞ小さな巨人。
Oof, he's good.
The little guy encounter.
I like how they showcased his skill set like in a very short time. It's a tip over the block, it's a bounce in front of the attack line, a use off the hand, service ace, incredible dig. Like he's going on the draft board #1 prospect.
Oh wow.
Well, I think he's the best player we've seen so far.
What? You've seen like 3 clips.
Yeah, but it's the way they portrayed him.
Okay, wow. Quick conclusion by Adam over here.
I mean, you've seen the rest of it. Who do you think is better than him? So far that we've seen.
Well, Adam, we've seen just that was a highlight reel.
Okay.
And it was in round 1 at Nationals.
Yeah, but it was the way they portrayed him.
Ushijima?
Yeah, but he doesn't pass. He doesn't.
He's capable of passing, we saw that. And
I don't know, I'll throw this out there right now. We can start the next draft. You can have Ushijima, and I'll take him.
let's not get into this.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna be like, oh, Adam, you're amazing. He doesn't even know anything, you guys, okay? He saw a highlight reel. Let's just hold our horses.
But I do know.
I guess he's been doing some research and cheating.
I have not. I've done no such thing.
Anyway, Hinata, he for sure has not put together that that's who Kageyama was thinking of when he was talking about jumping and stuff, and how he can fly higher. But I think he's feeling a little jealous, perhaps, at how good this similar-sized guy is.
100% he is. And I love how he asked Hinata how high he jumped, and then didn't reciprocate, but was like, I'm higher.
He was like, I don't even feel the need to tell you that I touch higher than you. I'm just satisfied.
But I think, so it's interesting, if old Hinata pre-stealth training camp head watched him play, he would just watch and go, oh, he's so good. But I think now that he's watched volleyball and understands a little bit more, he's able to watch and understand why he's so good and how he's scoring in all kinds of different situations, which is what you need to do when you're a shorter player. And I'm curious to see what his takeaway from this is, because I think it's going to be more nuanced than, oh man, he's just so good and he jumps so high.
And I'm like, he normally is like, I need to be better than him. It's a competition, but maybe he'll be like, I can learn from him.
I hope so. I mean, I think he still is going to want to be better than him, but I hope it's more leveled than that.
Yeah.
You hope they're on the other side of the bracket.
2メートル相手にもくじけず来たけど、自分と同じような条件でずっと自分の上を行くやつが現れることの方がショッキングだったりすんのかなってちょっと思った。
It's a fair thought.
That was a beatdown.
Yeah.
星海選手、すごい活躍でしたね。おめでとうございます。
Ooh, autograph?
相手は平均身長180センチ超えで全員
Not the question to ask.
No.
わけですが、どうでしたか？
まずい予感。高麗君は小柄ながらとか小さいのにみたいに言われるのが嫌いなんだ。
That's fair.
昔から他人よりすごいプレーを見せると小さいのにすごいって言われ続けて、俺はただすごいんだってずっと言ってた。
世界と比べれば180超えてたって小柄でしょ。
え、世界？
俺が小さいから注目するんですか？
でも高麗君が一番嫌なのは小さいから負けたって言われることだよな。
みんな小さいことは絶望すべきことと思いすぎている。
Take notes.
小さいことはバレーボールに不利な要因であっても不能の要因ではない。
Not the bird you'd want to represent yourself, but
No, that's what they're meant for.
I know. I'm done with
は
this
いはい
interview.
すみませんね。ちょっとねこじらせてるもんでね。
なんだと？
褒める人は素直に褒めてるんだよ。実際不利ってことは自覚してるんでしょ。それで活躍してるのはすごいことに違いないじゃん。自意識過剰だってば。
お前はもっと言葉をオブラートに包め。
ほらお姉さんにちゃんと謝って。
ごめんなさい。
いいえ。
Oh boy.
I can definitely understand where he's coming from.
100%.
I had the opposite.
Correct.
But it's like when that is one of the only things you ever hear, it completely minimizes your hard work, your skill, your mentality, your mindset. Like, it just makes it all seem so black and white, and there's so much more to it than that. So I can completely relate to his attitude and how he responded, because it sucks when that's all you hear.
Well, yeah, it happens on both sides. Being tall does not just guarantee that you will be a good athlete, and being small doesn't guarantee that you can't accomplish great things. I mean, it's a physical thing that people notice right off the hop.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super annoying to take that away from it. And we talk about this on our volleyball podcast all the time. Like, you listen to announcers say it all the time. Oh, she scored and she's so small or whatever. No, they've put in the work to be good and they should be recognized. I very much dislike the modifiers on those words.
Yeah.
No, you're a good volleyball player. You don't move well for a tall girl. You don't spike well for a short person.
You either move well
Yeah.
or you hit well, period. Like, who cares what the size is.
I'm totally okay with his response. And I can also appreciate that looks like a high school reporter. You know, it's easy to ask the question. The captain comes in and goes, hey, yes, sorry, like apologize.
Well, no, it's just like for that person, that was one interaction that they had about this. But for Elf Guy,
Wait, you don't know his name?
Hoshiumi, but I've called him Elf Guy forever.
Okay.
But for Elf Guy, it's like that is something he hears
Every day.
constantly.
Yeah.
So for you, it might be one interaction, but for him, it's like
Daily.
3 dozen, and it just like wears on you. And so I understand why his teammate like apologized, because she was trying to be complimentary, but you just become so cynical and so jaded when it's the only thing you hear that you just put walls up immediately.
Yeah. No, totally fair. And Hinata was skulking in the background. I thought there was going to be an interaction there between
It
the
kind
two
of
of
looked
them.
like he bowed to him for a second.
That's what
I was
I
like,
thought.
dang, look
I
at
was
that
like-
respect, but then he looked more sulky.
Well, and I thought if they had a reaction or an interaction with each other that it was going to get awkward, like Hinata was going to say something. So
Like, I'm gonna be you.
Yeah, I'm curious how this goes.
戻ってきた。ひなた、鵜飼さんが来たから出発だって。
Use it as inspiration.
ここに来れてよかった。
I have goosebumps.
This was my plan all along.
完全に取り越し苦労だったんだぜ。どいつこいつも。
参考になります。
もっとビビった顔しろってんだ。
Oh, they think it's a lack of respect. Or he thinks it's a lack of respect.
おい。おのぼりカラスさんじゃねえの。よかったね。はるばる来たのにすぐ帰ることになんなくて。
そんなにはるばるじゃねえし。
I love that.
じゃあ、明日もせいで生き残ってね。そっちこそ。
There's more stress than he's letting on. Both of them are.
Oh, yeah.
工藤さんも沢村さんも背を向けた瞬間から笑っていなくて。2日目を生き残る。それがどれだけ難しいことなのか。改めて感じてしまった。
Yep.
Dang.
Half the field.
Got a little bonus scene.
Jay Burden. Staying in style. Oh, this is trouble.
新山女子
Oh, I thought they were in the same
周りの
hotel.
ホテルだったのか。
格差。
女子はシードだっけ？インハイ優勝だもんな。どっかで調整してきたのかな。
女王感。きっと飯は高級バイキングだな。でも俺ここのカリカリに焼かさった酒好き。俺は卵焼きの味が好き。
ご飯おかわり自由こそ正義。
リュウちゃん。カラスの勝ったんだってね。
Oh, the full jackets.
Whoa. Sorry.
カラスの勝ったんだってね。おめでとう。
He's the tough guy until our girls were hung.
明日頑張ろうね。
Spit it out, boy.
じゃあまた。
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
役ありってやつだ。
気づかないふりしようと思ってたのに。
っていうかありどころじゃないよな。開会式の時も思ったけど多分好きじゃ。
Dude.
役ありと。
You would think with an older sister, he would have like a little
Some
more
charisma.
well, just a little more awareness. Like, so there was always one guy in every group who had an older sister who was, what?
I don't know where this is going and I'm nervous.
No, but they just spent time around her sister's friends, so they were more comfortable. Like, they kind of had a read on situations, whereas the rest of the guys were just in left field.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, not something that you would have ever experienced. Oh, that's too funny.
Like, string together 3 words, maybe.
Yeah,
You're like moaning and groaning. Like,
and she made the first move.
that's the hardest part.
That was painful. That was painful to watch.
I will say the Asian teams love the long winter jackets.
The long, 100%.
I always got assigned a long winter jacket. They're
Yeah.
hard to button up.
But they're actually very
But they're
warm.
really warm.
Oh.
Hinata's inspired. He sees what is possible.
Yeah. And that's so important. To see somebody similar to you have success allows you to know that you can do it. And that's kind
You
of
gotta see it to believe it sometimes, you know?
But that's kind of the conversation that we've had with Shijo, the coach, right? It's like nobody ahead of him, somebody just tell him he couldn't do it. Like, when all you hear is you can't, but then you see somebody do it, it just opens the doors to what is possible.
Good episode, good episode. A little recap of the other teams that we have been
like that.
following.
I like that.
Introduce elf guy, you know? So,
Okay, what's his name?
Hoshiumi.
Hoshiumi. I like Elf Guy.
That's gonna be tough.
I
for
might
Adam to
go
say.
Vega. Elf Guy it is. Elf Guy it is.
Okay, good episode. We're heading into day 2 of competition next week.
We'll see you all there.
So we'll see what happens. Be sure to hit us up in the comments below. We love to hear your thoughts. So get typing away. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Haikyu coming next week. Bye.